Hey y'all, welcome to Soulish.
Where we talk about soul shit.
I'm Larissa.
And my name is Francesca, and today we're going to be talking about the past, specifically about how the past refines us and doesn't define us.
Yeah, I think that's a really good topic to start on. Francesca and I have been talking about this a little bit more today just to help us learn more about each other. I think that's something that I definitely want to put in the video is that we are learning about each other. We are learning how to grow together, learn more about each other's histories, how each person has come to be. And for me, my past has been a lot about learning that I can't just throw the past away. I have to be able to understand that my past not only defined my physical being of having to get myself out of certain environments, but that I also needed to take that mental step back and assess my life and how I wanted to move forward. And it's kind of like that cliche I was telling Francesca earlier, but the cliche of, your past is your past, just forget about it and move forward. But in all honesty, for me, it has taken a long time to be able to say, even in this moment, that I wouldn't change anything about my past. It has made me not only the person I am today, but it has made me be able to fully realize internally that without things that you go through in different phases of your life, like for me, when I was younger, I had a lot of anger and depression and resentment, and I got in a lot of trouble as a young person, and it's something that defined who I was, not only to myself but to the people around me. How I was essentially perceived in my past is what I feel a lot of people hold on to in someone else's future self if they don't know the commitment and dedication to molding and learning more about how you want to physically present yourself from your past actions. And for me, the past, I just want to change it. Yeah. How do you feel about your past, Francesca?
I would definitely agree. I think that, like you, I've had so many different seasons of life. I've had so many seasons of Francesca and different phases, and people have been in and out and back and not back. And I think that I'm just so grateful for where I am right now, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, in every way, period. So I think that when I think about the past, I use it. I use it for my present moment. In hopes that it will make my future better. I think that we've all made so many different mistakes, and it's easy to kind of dwell in that and feel bad for it. Because do you ever feel bad for something that already happened, but your mind is bringing up that memory, and you feel that same embarrassment that you felt in the moment?
Yes.
In the present, or you feel that same sadness or that same initial feeling that you felt. And I think that I've just learned to kind of just let that happen naturally and understand that there was something that I could have used, that I could use later for my future.
I think that's something that is going to stick with me now in terms of how to further think about what it really means to look back on something. Because like you said, with embarrassment, there's so much it's all pent up. I feel like if you're not intentionally digging through your stuff every day, there's a lot of stuff that's missed and just gets brought up later. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't, if there's, like, an emotion, I don't know, let's say, like, for me, my anger was a huge problem for me. And sometimes I'm a little rage monster sometimes, like.
Me too.
But there's so much that you have to just rummage through and unlock an emotion. So Francesca and I were talking about earlier about the wheel of emotions. Say, for me, one day I'm just feeling, I don't know, sad. And then you have to, like, dive deeper into that past emotion, which is, okay, I felt sad in this present moment. But why did I feel that way? Was I depressed? Was I lonely? Was I angry? Was I distressed? There's just different parts of the wheels of emotion that was actually brought up to me by my mom. She has helped me realize that even in some particular words, I think we're very pent up on past words. Like, there's only one way to feel about an emotion. And I am very much a person who is, if I feel the emotion in my past, that's it. I don't wanna dwell on it for longer than I need to. I felt the emotion. I'm good with it. I'm able to logically work through and process it, even though it may seem really fast. But I am the type of person that if a situation happens, I get over it in steps in my mind very quickly, and that past emotion no longer defines me. And I want to know more about how you feel with emotions regarding to if you keep them in the past, or do you have to have a different process to be able to go through that?
So, okay, I've learned to embrace my past, everything about it, all of the things I know I did terribly, all of the things I know I did well, all of the things I could have improved on. So I just embrace everything. And I also accept my past. I think that that's a huge struggle for people, because when you don't accept what happened, you can't move forward. You know, what happened happened. There's nothing that you can do to change it. So you just have to accept what happened. And if there are emotions that are attached to that, that's what you need to work on dealing with.
Yeah, they're also a responsibility.
Right. So with my emotions, if I feel sad or angry or however I feel, I sit down and I really think about it. And I'm a dweller. It's very natural for me to dwell on things. I think that there's an unhealthy way to dwell on something that's just going to make you feel more negative. But then I also think there's a healthy way to dwell on things. And I believe that I do it, for the most part, in a healthy way, because I let myself feel whatever I need to feel about a certain thing in the moment. And it might take me days. I might need to sit with myself on Monday, dwell, feel, write, cry, talk to myself, talk it through. Okay, I feel okay today. Tuesday comes. I'm still feeling that way. I sit down with myself. I explore all of my feelings. I do what I need to do. Okay, I feel better. I feel good. Wednesday might come around. Still feeling it. Do what I need to do. Thursday might come around and I might be fine. Friday might be good too. Saturday, I might feel it again. So I just go ahead, explore that, do what I need to do, find my center, find myself, and then Sunday comes around and I'm feeling great. Monday comes around, feeling sad. And I just do that process over and over again until I feel like I'm completely detoxed, because that's initially what it is, a detox of whatever emotions I'm feeling, so that the healthy ones can, come back around and fulfill me and do what they need to do. But if I feel a certain way, I just let myself feel it, however long I need to feel it. If I need to talk to myself, if I need to talk to someone else, I figure it out, and I give myself time to figure it out. I don't want to rush myself. I don't want to have to feel like I have to resolve something quickly, especially if I'm upset about something. Honestly, I don't want to have to take it out on other people, but I don't want it to be one of those things where I just kind of shove it away, you know? And I know that there are still a lot of roots from my past that I have to uproot and work on and move things out of the way so that tree can grow in a healthy way. But that's really how I work things out for myself.
That's beautiful, and I really love learning that about you because, I mean, everyone is different, but I feel that with a lot of things, Francesca and I are able to open up and share that we are polar opposites.
We are, and I absolutely love that. Yeah. I love it so much.
I think it's really a good combination because it allows for me personally to see an entirely different perspective of a way that I never would have thought about a situation. Like, I would never take, like, a full time, like, after I write something down, I have just, I don't know, my brain is like, all right, that's done. And I just let it go. And I've kind of always been like that, and it's something I'm learning more about myself, that if I used to notice that when and if I did hold on to an emotion, that emotion could have been like joy. It doesn't matter. If I felt an emotion so strongly, I didn't know how to, I guess, cope with it, and I wouldn't feel anything at all. So I had to really step back from all of my emotions in my past and be like, did I actually feel any of these things, or was I just trying to keep it all in this, sacred box because I didn't want to associate with my past self? And that was something that obviously I'm still working at it every day. I'm a human being. So yeah. It's going to take, it takes years to be able to really work through an entire past, especially your own. I think, and that's something that's really important to go through. And I don't know, I'm really excited to delve deep. Whenever we come up with these topics to talk about, it's something that we're both personally doing. And I think that's something that's really special, is that we don't just want to talk the talk.
Right. And I think two big things that I want to talk about. One, the past helps us figure out how to do it the same way, later, or better. For example, when we were learning how to write, the teacher would have us do the tracing, right, of the letters. So later, when you don't have the tracing, and you actually have to write something, and you forget how to make a T or a Z or whatever, you're like, oh, I remember how to do that because I did it. And that's what everything in our past does for our present and for our future. We can remind ourselves, oh, I know how to do that. I know what I need to do. I just need to make a loop here. I need to cross that. I need to dot that. And I think another thing is, even in our day, right? Everything that we do before what we just did is technically our past, right? So if we started our morning the wrong way, or we feel like we started it the wrong way,
restart.
Or if something happened earlier that day, and we get to 3 o'clock, something happened at 10 a.m., we're not even connecting the dots. We're not even connecting. We're just moving through the day. 3 o'clock comes, why am I angry? Why am I upset? Why am I just feeling so anxious? Well, it's because something happened at 10 o'clock that you didn't deal with, you know? And I think that, in that moment, we shouldn't be like, oh my gosh, 10 o'clock happened and all this stuff. I think what we should say is, okay, what can I learn about 10 o'clock? And how can I make 3 o'clock better? How can I make 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock better? How can I make tomorrow better? And I think that it's, for me personally, I said that I was a dweller, but even though I let myself dwell, I don't let my past define me, because I accept my past. I just want to know what I can do for my future, what I can do to be a happier person, what I can do to grow, how I can use the past to refine me, teach me, grow me, lead me in the right direction, even if I don't know what the answer is, even if I haven't done it before. So, I don't know, I just think that we're all learning. We are all in first grade here. We're all in preschool. We're all in kindergarten. I think a lot of people are just winging it, you know. Life throws things at you.
For sure.
You just don't know what's going to happen in the next moment. So, you know, we just need to do our best to get a hold of who we are and to make peace with our past so that the present moment and the future is easier to handle.
Yeah.
You know, because why are we having it's too much to have problems with your past, problems with your present, and problems with your future. Make peace with your past. Be mindful of your present and build for your future. And I think, damn, I think that it's possible to do that if we just figure out what our process is. And she said the key word today, I think, process. What is your process? Figure out what making peace with your past looks like. What reminding yourself that your past doesn't define you, it refines you looks like. And that's different for everybody, as we have displayed.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what we really want to look forward to have the ability to not only just acknowledge it, but keep going. I think that's something that's really repetitive in our process of learning as individuals too, is that it's always just about, like, just keep pushing. It's not, you don't gotta take like 300 steps in a day. We'll always say that. It's the smallest step. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Even half a step.
Right. Even right now, and when you're watching this and, I don't know, something is going not your way, y'all, you can literally restart your day. You have that power to just restart your day, end it off on a good note, begin it in a new way, in a new light. It doesn't matter. And we just want to say we're going through our own journey. We always love comments. We always love suggestions. Tell us anything about your past if you want to share it. Tell us anything, and we just hope y'all really reflect and, you know, see you in the next video.
Yeah, and one last thing is we want to challenge you to really figure out what you're carrying right now that has everything to do with what's behind you, and sort it out. Sit with yourself. If you're feeling upset about something that happened in the past, if it was a person that did something to you, it's only hurting you to not forgive them. It's only hurting you to not move forward and accept what happened in your past. So just work on that today. Journal about it. Talk to a friend that you trust. Figure out how you can move forward, how you can make peace with your past.
For sure. Well, thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye. Bye.